Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of my Madden 2017 franchise. It is week 15, and we are taking on the 5-8 Indianapolis Colts. Before we get started, let's go ahead and look at the standings. I have clinched a playoff berth along with the New England Patriots. Arizona is in second at 10-3. Eagles are in third at 9-4. Cowboys are fourth at 9-4. Buccaneers are fifth at 8-5. Panthers are sixth at 8-5. So that would be your six playoffs team: the Vikings, Cardinals, Eagles, Cowboys, Bucks, and Panthers if the playoffs were to start today. Lions are also 8-5 along with the Panthers and Bucks. And they have a glut of 7-6 and 6-7 teams. I think the 5-8 teams are essentially out of it at this point. So on that note, let's go ahead and get this game started. I'm going to skip the simulation, or skip the training here. And then because we did the Color Rush uniforms last time, I'm going to do the home Color Rush uniforms this time. I thought they looked kind of cool, personally. I'll try not to get too gimmicky when I do uniforms. Alright guys, I'll see you at the end of the game.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Vikings are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against a Colts offense that will need to rise to the occasion. A year ago, our commentators would have been freezing outside. Now they're in a warm booth in a brand-new stadium as we say hello to our guys in Minneapolis, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you. We are indeed at the beautiful state-of-the-art U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we reach week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in week 15. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
Here's the first carry now for Frank Gore. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis first down.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
Gore again here on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
To throw on second down is Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. There's some flash on this offense and certainly some flash with Dorsett.
A flyer out of the University of Miami. Speed is his game, but he's added excellent moves and good hands.
3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 3rd and long, it's Locke. Drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Colts will turn it over to Pat McAfee to punt this one away.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 6th year now from Oklahoma. It's Sam Bradford.
The former #1 pick in the NFL draft battled his share of injuries while he was at Oklahoma, but had a terrific rookie season with the St. Louis Rams before the injury bug hit again. But this guy, when he's on his game, is about as accurate as it gets in throwing the football.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Mike Adams can cover receivers whether he's playing in the slot or outside the numbers at cornerback.
3rd down now following the run. They go play action. Now Bradford. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he's brought down after a good game. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now it's a bootleg with Bradford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And on 3rd down, the Colts have added an extra defensive back.
Flooding the passing lanes.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Now Blair Walsh for the Viking field goal. This one from 48 yards away. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
Another pistol look here. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. Surveying the field. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They give it to Peterson. And some room to roam now. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Here we go. Green.
They run the counter now. It's Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Peterson alone in the backfield.
Blue 45.
And they'll give it to him here. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
And the offense needs 7 out of this play on 3rd down. Peterson alone in the backfield. Bradford, and the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They run. Peterson evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Vikings! Adrian Peterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And so we have the touchdown now. Here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vikings defense getting ready to go. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. And said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. It's a gain of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Simple slant route, and it works to perfection.
And when you're a big-bodied receiver, you use it like it's a basketball play. Body the defender away and catch the football.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. And able to find Dorsett. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good for an Indianapolis first. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go to
Gore hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Minneapolis after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he'll cut it. Adrian Peterson off to the races. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Walsh now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And he'll take it out of the side of the end zone, and they'll get it at the 25. Our eyes shift now to the Vikings defense. And big play last time they were out there. Looked like they might give up points. Instead, they got the fumble recovery, and it led to a touchdown.
And on their side of the field, perfect time to get that done. But you're skeptical about it happening because it appeared that a pretty good drive was occurring. They were able to stop it and take the ball and put it in the other direction.
Turnover, the defense's best friend. A takeaway, the defense's best friend. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. To throw on second down is Locke. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a first down throw. Locke to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Throwing again is Locke. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To the air again, Locke. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In the red zone this time. On first down, it's Locke. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10, Luck again. Finding time. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Play action now. Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. 23 yards on the play. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers.
Touchdown, Vikings! Adrian Peterson as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they're able to up the lead by one more. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Luck now on second down. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Luck on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. The final shot before the break. Luck. He's going to float this one deep right side. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry. So we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Green 39. Green 39.
second down throw for Bradford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Third and long for Bradford. Going to throw right side here, complete. 18 yards there and a first down.
Well, the advantage certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green, 39. So we got man.
Bradford now to throw on first down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he's brought down after a good gain. They'll get 32 yards there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First down, Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now Peterson running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Gore back there is the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Check 24, watch 24.
Throwing on third down, Luck. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. Taking it about the 16. Look at the spin. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A big pickup there on the run. 31 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part. You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Now a run with Peterson. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Bradford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Allen has it, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Lock on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Luck throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing again is Luck. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Gore back there is the lone setback. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The penalty on 1st down backs him up 5. It's now 1st down at 15. To the air again. Luck. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down now after the pass completion.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Peterson alone in the backfield. The play fake. Bradford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Green 90. Green 90.
Now a give to Peterson running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Now a give to Peterson running left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Laquan Treadwell. his 6th touchdown of the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one.
Well, you hit the classic time in a game where an offense continues to roll, and many people are saying, why? In this case, they're just telling the defense, you don't want us to score? Stop us.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead is now an even 30. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Here's Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. We get a glance at the Colts defense as they work their way back on the field. And this is an afternoon that they're going to want to forgive pretty quickly.
And that's going to be hard for them to do because they still have to go watch film. And so someone's going to point out all the errors, but you're exactly right. Can they set that aside and get themselves geared up for a better performance down the road?
Maybe some of them at least have dinner to look forward to with their families after this one.
Well, I've got dinner to look forward to with you, and I know who's buying.
Yep, not me. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. 51.
And off comes to Peterson. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Walsh now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Now Peterson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you identified early that this game looked like it was going to be lopsided in favor of the winning team.
And then late in this one, you and I, we were digging at stuff, weren't we, to talk about, partner?
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that ends this Week 15 matchup against the Indianapolis Colts. The Minnesota Vikings are able to win this game behind a big day from Adrian Peterson. We win 44-21. Indianapolis picked up a garbage touchdown towards the end of the game. We'll go ahead and take a look at the stats. Andrew Luck, 359 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. He really shredded up our defense. Bradford finished with 11 for 14 for 220 yards, 1 TD and no interceptions. We looked at rushing. Really, it was an Adrian Peterson day. 26 carries, 284 yards, 10.9 yard per carry average, 4 TDs. That is probably one of the best games of rushing I've ever had in any Madden game, period. I was quite happy with that. Only 4 people picking up receptions. Patterson, 4 for 65. Pruitt, 3 for 66. Treadwell, 2 for 62 for the touchdown. And Rhett Ellison, 2 for 27. Let's go ahead and we'll finish this up. And then I want to take a look at the season stats so far. I think this should pretty much cinch the rushing title for Peterson.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign them so you don't lose.
So let's go ahead and take a look at the stats really quickly here. Bradford is 13th in the NFL in passing, 3,262 yards, 202 completions for 312 attempts, 64% completion percentage, 19 TDs, and 10 interceptions. Peterson, 254 attempts, 1,438 yards for the 5.7 yard average, and 13 TDs. I'm now averaging 102.7 yards per game. That gives me an almost 300 yard lead over second place LaShawn McCoy, and a solid 300 plus yard lead over Doug Martin, and an almost 400 point lead or 400 yard lead over Devontae Freeman. So it's 4,000 yard running backs so far in the league. Looks like Ezekiel Elliott should be able to reach 1,000, as will Jamal Charles, Todd Gurley, LeGarrette Blount, and possibly Jeremy Hill, Charles Sims, David Johnson, and Danny Woodhead. The rest I do not see reaching 1,000 yards. We'll go ahead and take a look at the awards so far as well. It's my assumption here, once I sim, that Peterson will win Player of the Week for Week 15. And when we look at the yearly awards, MVP is still going to be Brady. I'll go ahead and sim the week here. that it's Green Bay is the Week 16 matchup, and I believe that is Christmas Eve this season.
Players have contracts that are about to expire. Resign them so you don't.
Kyle Rudolph is cleared. We have to decide if we want to play him today. Go ahead and go back into the awards here. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm on the bottle or something here. And as predicted, Adrian Peterson wins Player of the Week for Week 15. And let's take a look at yearly awards now. MVP is still Tom Brady. We no longer have anyone in the running for MVP. Bradford is bumped out. Coach of the Year, myself. I expect to win that by the looks of it. Offensive Player of the Year, Aaron Rodgers. We have Peterson is in 6th. Defensive Player of the Year is so far is Deion Buchanan. I have no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Ezekiel Elliott. I have Treadwell at 5th. Looks like Elliott's going to run away with that at this point. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Mackenzie Alexander at 8th. The person currently lead is Vernon Hargraves III. Best QB, Aaron Rodgers. At Bradford at 9th. Best running back, Adrian Peterson. Best wide receiver so far is Julio Jones. Treadwell is at 6th. Best O-line, the Cowboys really running away with it, and I think with the year that Zeke Elliott's having in as a rookie, that would be why. Matt Khalil at 7th. Joe Berger at 9th, and Alex Boone at 10th for the Vikings. Best defensive line currently is DeMarcus Lawrence from Dallas. Best linebacker currently is Deion Buchanan from Arizona. No Vikings there. Best defensive back is Orlando Scandrick from Dallas. We have no one there. And best kicker so far is Blair Walsh. If that were only true in real life. We'll go ahead and end there, guys, and we will see you for the Week 16 Christmas Eve matchup against the Green Bay Packers.